Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Brett's Brain. Today I'm going to tell you one cap table red flag that I see pretty frequently in early stage startups, and that's dead equity. What is dead equity? Dead equity are shares or equity in the company that you've given to people that are no longer actively working on the business. So it could be a former co founder, an employee, an advisor. It happens all the time. And as you're growing, it's natural that you're going to have some dead equity on your cap table that people are going to leave and pursue their next thing. The problem is that as an investor, you don't like to see that because we want the people that have the most equity in the company actively working on building a big business. We think that equity is an incredibly powerful incentive for you to continue to build and work and strive for that exit. And if early on in the process, so before you've even raised capital, if one of your co founders leaves and they have taken 30% of the company with them, we know that as you take dilution, the founders that are remaining are going to get smaller and smaller shares, and they might become less and less incented. And they might have a little bit of resentment that this person that started the company with us has the same shares we do, and it can create real problems. It can create real incentive and motivational issues. And so as a early stage investor, we want the founders and the employees that are actively working on that business to maintain as much ownership as possible. In some cases, when you're issued a term sheet, I've actually seen it where an investor will say, "Hey, you have 10% debt equity. We need to figure that out before we'll invest. We need that to be reduced down to 5%." And then you have to go negotiate with those people that are no longer in your business. And it can be really difficult to do. It's one reason that you should always have vesting schedules for anybody you give equity to. Another reason early stage investors care about debt equity at the earliest stage, because you might say, "Hey, we still own 90%. That's fine." But we know that the investors that come after us and the ones that come after them are going to care about it. And so creates future financing risk. Or they might issue new common shares or want to issue new common shares, which are going to dilute us at this stage. That's getting into the weeds a little bit. But at the end of the day, debt equity is a common red flag that I see in cap tables. And as an early stage founder, if you already have that, you should start thinking about negotiating to figure it out. What can you do to help reduce that so that the people that are working on the business have the most upside incentive?